So another game, another win for the Yankees in Seattle. I'm actually surprised. The team looks so much looser and comfortable and just kind of fluid. And I don't know what it is, but it was crazy. I know one of the things I noticed they have, every now and then they have these team meetings where they vent it out and blah blah blah, but nothing really happens. But then like a couple of days after that, just by default, the team starts to play a little bit looser, starts to win a little bit, starts to look better. Guys that haven't been hitting for a while start hitting. It's kind of crazy, but I'm attributing it to the Tim Castro blockbuster trade. So that's my hypothesis. He had 2 hits today, so and another stolen base. He's contributing. I mean, defensively, he's contributing with the bat and on the base path. So, so far so good. Bringing Castro in, not a sexy trade, but it's worked. So don't be surprised too if Adam Eaton now, who's been designated by the White Sox, don't be surprised if the Yankees take a flyer on him too for a little bit more outfield depth. And he's a lefty bat too, so I would keep an eye out for that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't either. But he does have some wheels too. But in terms of offense, the Yankees won 5-4. 3-run home run by Judge, and a couple more. Giancarlo Stanton had 2 more hits. Torres had a hit. Voit had a hit, 2 hits. But Castro had 2 hits. So all in all, it was a pretty solid day. Voigt's kind of rounding back into shape and rounding back into form. He's looking solid. Torres looks like he's back from his hamstring cramping. So all in all, a good day. And the pitching was it was supposed to be Domingo Germán starting the game, but he had an emergency root canal. So so they brought in Nick Nelson and didn't even get through the first inning. The Yankees need a couple of guys who can throw multiple innings. They need more long relief guys to just take the load off some of the the short dart throwers, the specialists, and the starters. And they just need, it might be a good idea to acquire somebody in a trade who can throw 3 innings on a regular basis or something like that, because guys like Nick Nelson aren't doing it. So he didn't get through, and then they brought in Sessa for a little bit. And then Domingo Germán came out and threw. Sessa threw, I think, 3 1/3, and then Domingo Germán came out and threw 3 innings. And at that point, it was 5-4. The Yankees were up. There was a home run on the Seattle side. I'm not exactly sure. I think Sessa might have been the one to give it up, or Germán, but it didn't really show up in the box score as to who was responsible for it. But that said, it looks like it was Germán because it was later in the game. But then Johnny Loizaga came in, threw a clean inning. Chad Green came in, threw a clean inning. Old reliable, those 2 guys. So, and again, these guys honestly, they could be the setup man and the closer ahead of guys like Britton and Chapman, because they're just reliable. But they could also be huge, valuable assets for trades. So don't discount that either. And I mentioned it recently. So they have a lot of value because they're so reliable and they're under team control. And so if they could extract something good in return, don't be surprised if the Yankees move maybe one of them. But we'll see, because they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna be able to move Chapman. I'd be surprised if they were able to move Britton. So these 2 guys have a cleaner kind of health record recently, and they throw hard, and they've been extremely reliable. So they've been contributing to the team for the last quite a few years. So I would look out for them. But would I be unhappy if they stayed? Not at all, because they're good parts of the bullpen, reliable, good teammates, and just all in all, good pitchers, good players. And the Yankees have done a good job at developing relief pitchers. They're not really good at developing starters. That's obvious. They're not that great at developing position players either. So the relief is where their strengths are at in terms of developing players from the minor league, or even from the draft up, or from international draft, or from the minor league, whatever it is. They do a better job at developing these guys through the system. So, but all in all, a solid game. The Yankees, Kazuki, I think the guy's name is Kakuki. They're ace, essentially. The Yankees beat their ace. So I'll take it. They've taken the first 2 of this series in Seattle. I think they have one more before they go to Houston, which will be another big test, a bigger test. But it's nice to see them beat a team that's over 500 in Seattle. So I'll take it. And again, hopefully this is a sign of better things to come for the Yankees. I'm not banking on it. I still think they have a lot of holes that they need to fill, and they should be filling them now instead of waiting. But I don't think that's going to be their approach, unfortunately. So, but I'll take the 2 straight wins. Hopefully it becomes a sweep tomorrow. And then maybe they'll go into Houston and maybe win 2 out of 3 or even sweep them there. I'd be surprised, but it would be nice if they did that and went into the All-Star break with some nice momentum before they came out and had to face Boston on the other side of it. So, but I'll take these wins by the Yankees, and it looks like Domingo Germán's root canal is somewhat healed because he was able to pitch tonight. And we'll see what the Yankees bring tomorrow. But 2 straight wins, so we'll take it. So talk to you next time.